Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, and happy Sunday to you. I'm calling this here my Sunday morning walk with Abby before I go to church. Where we're going to go walking this morning because I just felt like doing it this morning. Before I got up, when I got up this morning, I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to take Abby for a walk before I could get around and go hang out in church, go worship the Lord. And so, it's been a really good weekend. Had a really good time yesterday. Just hanging out. Don't Was gonna go to a movie, but there was nothing but a plan at the time that I wanted to go see. So we just ended up just hanging out. Me and Lanisa just hanging out, kicking back, watched a couple movies on TV. Um, Spent some time just unwinding, you know. And so right now, I just thought I'd just get up here real quick and go out here, and it was really cool to wake up this morning with the video of Tim and Leo swimming in the pool. Miss my son's voice. I hear that voice all the time talking to me. You know, it's always he was always so full of life. You know, he always did everything great. You know, he never did sit around. Even when we'd watch football games together, he'd get kind of loud. You know, he'd get really loud. He loves that game, football. Football and basketball, those are his two favorite sports. So, yeah, he liked that. He liked that. It's early, so forgive me. But anyhow, so we're out walking. We're Abby and I are out walking, and so let you see her. There she is. She's sniffing and smelling. You know, it's really beautiful here right now. Everything's not in bloom yet, but it's fixing to be. It's his neighbor's yard, my neighbor yard. This lady, she did all this herself. Tore out her grass. We have such a drought here all the time, you know, and people, they don't let you water the lawns here. They don't let you water lawns here very often. For they ration the water down. You can't water the grass. This year, not going to be the case. This year, they're probably not going to have any water restrictions because we're above normal, way above normal. Just because it's way above normal doesn't mean that it's going to stay that way. We live in the Central Valley. The Central Valley is always drought. I remember as a kid growing up, drought. You know, the rivers are down really low and stuff. But now they're up raging high, and you'd be crazy to get out there and want to go try to swim in it. Is that water coming off of the mountains from the snow that's starting to melt is freezing cold every year. You see it, people dying from drowning in the rivers and stuff. And there's sometimes when people take their kids down there, man, and swim in that, and you just think, why would you take your kid down there to the river when you know that river's up raging high? Anyhow, I thought I'd just get on here this morning and say, hey, get on here and say, hey, before I headed out to go back to the house and drink coffee and go to church, go worship the Lord. The Lord has been a really big help to me during this time that I'm going through. Uh, I'm a, I just stayed long. I just stay plugged in to going to church and reading my Bible and trying to make sense out of all this. And they say everything happens for a reason, and I believe it does. I believe everything happens for a reason. We may not ever know that reason, while we're here in this world. Uh, but I know I've been truly blessed through it all. And sometimes it hits me. Sometimes it hits me that that's not going to be the same. Especially like in my house. Get up in the middle of the night, and Tim, he sleep in that back room. He stayed in that back room. That was his room. I told him it was his. Nicole stayed there too. That was her back room. She could stay there. He could stay there. Tim, he'd always come sleep on the couch because he liked to sit there with that ESPN. He loved to watch that ESPN, man. He'd sit there, man, and he'd watch that thing all day and night when he was not doing anything. So I'd get up early in the morning and come in there, and he'd get ready for work. He always got up about 5 in the morning. He'd get up, and you'd never hear him. He'd get up and get around, and he'd leave about 5:30, and so I'd get up early with him, and we'd have some coffee. Not really talk. I'm not too talkative in the morning as I am later on. But anyhow, I thought I'd just get on here and just say hey. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day.